Hey guys, welcome back to the Unsavvy Budgeter. For those of you that are new to this channel, I'm Cindy, and I take you along with me as I start my debt-free journey to pay off over $71,000 in student loan and credit card debt. In this video, I tell you guys how I had my aha moment on our road trip to Portland and how I discovered the YouTube community starting in 2020. And I want to cover 5 influential people that helped me get started on my debt-free journey. The first influential person for me was Dave Ramsey. My husband actually had introduced me to Dave Ramsey back when we first got engaged, but I hadn't really watched his Financial Peace University videos until I came back from my trip from Portland, which was after Thanksgiving in 2020. Dave Ramsey gives you a formula to follow to help guide you to financial peace. He talks about 7 baby steps that you should follow that will help you get there. So we decided to focus on the first 3 baby steps for now. The first baby step is to save $1,000 for your emergency fund. In our case, we decided to save $2,000 so that we each had $1,000 in case of any emergencies. Baby step number 2 is to pay off all your debt, and baby step number 3 is to save 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses for a fully funded emergency fund. Right now, we're only on baby step number 2, which is to pay off all of our debt, and we'll eventually work on baby step number 3 after I finish paying off all of my debt by the end of this year. We decided to only focus on baby steps 1 through 3 because we felt like we just needed to start, and having the baby steps to follow just felt like an easy way to just get us started. I'm not going to go over all 7 baby steps, but if you want more information, make sure to click the link above. Number 2 is not necessarily a person per se, but it's a channel that I thought was really helpful for me. It's called Millennial Money. Once I started watching episodes of Millennial Money and I saw how other millennials were living, it really made me feel a lot better about my own financial situation because it helped explain that everybody has different lives, different circumstances, and they all budget differently. So it made me feel a lot more at ease knowing that I didn't have to have a very specific budget that looked like everybody else's. And I got the most gain from those episodes when there were their reaction videos from Mr. Wonderful and Susie Orman. They gave a lot of great financial advice on what you could be doing with your money and how you should prioritize on what expenses and debt you should pay off first. So that really got me going on learning more about my own budget and really increasing my financial literacy. Number 3 is a YouTube couple that has a channel called Our Rich Journey. They were so addicting to watch. They talk a lot about the FIRE movement, and at that time I did not know anything about what FIRE stood for and what the whole FIRE movement was. They really opened my eyes, and I thought they had such a unique story sharing their journey with 2 young girls and how they managed to retire at the age of 40. And I thought that was amazing. I binged pretty much majority of their episodes and learned a lot about how to pay off debt, start saving, and they really educated me on how I can max out my HSA, my 401k, as well as my Roth IRA to really get the most value out of my salary. Number 4 is Stephan. I actually discovered him on Millennial Money. Before that, I really didn't know who he was, but I was intrigued knowing that he was a YouTuber, so I went and checked out his channel, and he talked a lot about real estate, which is something that my husband and I would like to get into. We currently own our home now, and we're looking at buying another home in order to rent out our current home that we have. So Graham really covers a lot about the value of owning property. He talks about house hacking, and that really opened my eyes to another world of real estate as a passive income. Number 5 is Meet Kevin. He is also a YouTuber that was featured on an episode of Millennial Money, so I decided to go check out his channel and learn more about him. He is very similar to Stephan and has a background in real estate as well. I found him really relatable because he talks about how his family immigrated to America from Germany, and I really like that him and his wife were this power couple that worked together, doing a business together, and really growing their multiple streams of passive income. Kevin talks about a lot of real estate properties that he was able to purchase over the years, and he goes into a lot of detail about how he purchased them, how he flipped them and turned them into rental properties. I found this really helpful since my husband and I would like to start getting into real estate and having that as one of our streams of income. Kevin really gave a lot of great suggestions to really be smart with your money, so I still continue to watch him to this day and educate myself as much as possible. So that's it for this video. You guys can find more information about the 5 people I mentioned in the description box below. Let me know in the comments below who influenced you to start your debt-free journey. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I hope to catch you guys in the next video.